I've got a whole nother video on testosterone, but today I really want to stick to how testosterone plays a huge role with happy hormones and share with you that I've been using testosterone. I use a cream. I had it made in a compound pharmacy. I put a little bit on my wrist and it has done wonders for me. And I was somebody that I thought already felt great. I'm somebody that has used peptides. I love peptides and I share peptides with others, but I had not had my blood work done when I started using peptides. And after I started using peptides, I decided to go ahead and get my blood work done. So glad I did. I did not even have testosterone numbers that registered, that they were awful. So, wow, what a difference that it makes. And I've had people ask me about pellets, testosterone injections, and patches. And I believe there's even a nasal spray, but I am not somebody that really likes any of those others. I prefer the cream. And like I said, it's something that I put on my wrist every morning and I love that. I keep it right by my bed, so when I wake up, I remember to put it on. And so I want to jump in and get started and share why testosterone is closely linked to these other hormones. So welcome to my channel, everyone. I am so happy that you're here. And I hope that anything that I share with you, if it is a help, I hope you'll comment below, because that is what I really want to do. I want to help other women feel great. I believe that what I found that testosterone has done for me is that it's just brought me back to feeling balanced, in feeling great. And I've heard a lot of myths about testosterone, and I'm here to tell you that I want to do a video about that, because it's amazing what people think out there. People are afraid of it, and I totally get that, because that was me. That was me, but no longer. And so anyway, let me jump into testosterone and dopamine. I'm going to start with that first. Dopamine is our reward neurotransmitter. So you know that rush of satisfaction we get when we've completed a task or reached a goal. Well, that's our dopamine working. And guess what? Testosterone boosts dopamine levels and makes those dopamine receptors in our brain more active. And this means higher testosterone is often linked to better focus, more motivation, and just an overall sense of well-being. And it's like your brain's built-in cheerleader. And I just love that. So when testosterone is in balance, you feel driven and rewarded by the little wins in life. And I can attest to this. When I wasn't using testosterone, a lot of times if I had something that I needed to get done, sometimes, honestly, with doing videos, I would feel anxiousness. Oh my gracious, I would feel such anxiety about doing a video. And I have definitely gotten better with that. And I believe once I started using testosterone, so much of that seemed to go away. And I felt so much more, and still feel so much more focused and want to get tasks done. And I love that my son, who is the one who introduced me into getting my blood work, introduced me to peptides, and also told me about testosterone, said, when you start using testosterone, Mom, you are going to want to complete tasks. You're wanting to get things done. Now, it wasn't that I didn't get things done before, but there is definitely a difference from post-testosterone, or pre-testosterone to now. And I'm here to tell you, I'm living proof of that. The next thing that I want to share about testosterone and serotonin. So serotonin, this natural neurotransmitter, is all about stabilization and happiness. And while the relationship between testosterone and serotonin isn't as straightforward, studies suggest that testosterone helps stabilize mood. Some even show that it lowers the risk of depression. I like to think of testosterone as a behind-the-scenes helper. It indirectly influences serotonin, helping you stay emotionally balanced. And that's what you want to take testosterone for. You want to help balance your hormones to what they were, you know, before the decline of, before we began to age and our testosterone levels began to decline. And that's exactly why you go and get your blood work done, so those numbers can be read and they can make something directly for you that helps you. And I went to a place that specialized in hormones. I didn't go to my traditional doctor. I went to a doctor that specializes in that field. The next thing I want to talk about is testosterone and oxytocin. Oxytocin, of course, is the love hormone. It's the one that makes us feel connected, trusted, and bonded to others. And testosterone interacts with oxytocin in interesting ways. Some research suggests that higher testosterone levels can slightly reduce emotional sensitivity, which might make you less emotionally vulnerable in social settings. And I believe that, again, in using testosterone, things that might have made me feel anxious don't seem to make me feel anxious. And the reason that I know that I would get so anxious is because I so worried about what others were going to think. I so worried about, upsetting somebody and was that going to make sense? I really worried about that. And I can tell you, I just don't feel like that anymore. I have such a drive to help get the message out there, to help other women feel better, because I know that women, as we get older, I think that in my case, I just started to feel kind of emotionally flat, is the way I would describe it. It's not that I didn't get excited, or it's not that I didn't have, great emotional highs and lows, but for the most part, I just was kind of like, eh. And I feel like testosterone has completely changed that. I feel like myself again when I didn't even realize that myself had somewhere disappeared. But anyway, I totally believe that using testosterone has helped me not have the sensitivity to worrying about what everybody might say or think. And what it says here is it doesn't mean that testosterone blocks those feel-good connections. Instead, it helps work with the oxytocin to manage social dominance and confidence. And it's all about balance and how we connect with the world. And that is true. I would definitely say I feel more confident since I've been using testosterone. The other one that I want to talk about is testosterone and endorphins. Finally, this is the last one. Endorphins, the body's natural painkiller. These are the chemicals that give you that runner's high after we exercise. And guess what? Testosterone enhances endorphins release, especially when we're physically active. When you combine strength training with healthy testosterone levels, you're boosting those endorphins, reducing stress, and experiencing that post-exercise euphoria. So testosterone helps you feel amazing during a good and after a good workout. I can attest to that as well. And as you can see, testosterone does more than just help with our physical performance. It interacts with dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin, and endorphins, boosting our motivation, our energy, giving us mood stability, and enhancing how we connect with others. So when these hormones are in balance, we feel happier, more motivated, and just more like ourselves. And if you're somebody that has started to use testosterone, you're a woman that's using testosterone, I would love to know how it's making you feel. I would love it if you would comment below. And I've met other women that are using testosterone, and I've heard just the best things. The differences that I've again heard were like what some might be using for testosterone, like the pellets or the patches or injectables. And personally, again, I prefer the cream, and I don't think I would ever use a pellet or a patch. I feel like that would literally, you would go from like A to Z almost, if not to Z to maybe LMNOP or something. And that was the great thing about starting with a cream. You're just starting with a very small dose, and so I like that. Anyway, I hope this was a help. I hope you are doing amazing, and I hope that you'll stay tuned for the next video and come back to see me again. God bless and have a great day. Bye-bye.